I be hot potatoes, racked up shawty. I be cutting papers, I'm so high. All I do is lay low. Only time I talk is when I'm talking about the payroll. Mama's make 'em, mama's make 'em. When I come back, they go like me for what I have. Mama's make 'em, mama's make 'em. My name na manga, na one for make 'em, one for make 'em, one for make 'em. My name na manga, beg no forget 'em. Mama's make 'em, mama's make 'em. My name na manga, na care for make 'em, I care for make 'em, I care for make 'em. My name na manga, beg no forget 'em. Sky is the limit, and I want for touch 'em. Girls going crazy na manga because I'm starting from the bottom. I started from the
Willie Kumba, Sambani Nyabasen Akumbai.
Jitinyo Bakumba, Nicha Bonkulu.
Bavono, Beringa K Town. Abefu K Town.
But Cherry K Town. No, Nangake.
Elela Bamu, Mbwa Cameroon. Elela Bamu, Vanawakwi. Elela Bamu, Mbwa Yakumba. Ne komi nyoraje. Elela Bamu.
Wachima Kumba, K-Town.
Ejere, K-Town.
K-Town, Anintia.
Lematsu K Town.
Nakona, Nagashia, Matania Kumba Duka.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We are straight out of K-Town and my name is Christy Ijan. What better way to start your day than tuning in to the best source of inspiration? First things first, our thought of the day. The biggest adventure you can take in life is to live the life of your dreams. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have something new with Eswa Julius. Stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town. Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. We are live and straight. Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. We are sorry for that technical hitch here. We are on something new with Eswa Julius. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Christy.
So you said today we are learning about why vehicles drivers sit on the left side of the car.
It happened that many hundred years ago there were no cars, they had only horses.
Okay.
They had only horses. So in Britain mostly, where technology started, where there was the industrial revolution started, the driver had to sit on the horse,
okay,
and the other hand was used for the whip. So that is why the driver
sat on the...
Yeah, that is why they're on the right side of the road, because the horse has to be this way. That's how it evolved.
Okay.
And the other person will be the other way and put the horse and also have his own whip. So you avoid, okay. Now, in the United States, many years later, they started using two horses.
Okay.
So now the driver now starts behind the left horse to be able to see the other horse and avoid collision with the other horses that will come the other way.
I see.
That's why they started now. Now, if you have two horses now, you have to go the other way of the road. There's something that is called driver's line of sight. Okay. How you can engage the other car or the other oncoming. That's how it developed. How in some countries now, and since America, and when they started making vehicles now, they're steering were on the left and drive on the right. While in Britain, they're steering were on the right, they drive on the left side of the road. Okay. But you have countries where you can use vehicles both left or right, like Afghanistan.
Oh, really? Okay.
In Burma.
You have to go for one system.
Yeah, in Afghanistan you can use any. In Burma, what they call Myanmar, you can use any. In some parts of Russia, you can use any. But in Cameroon, for example, if you bring a car with the steering on the right, you have to go and switch because it's not allowed in this country. Yeah, but some countries you can use any. Afghanistan, Burma, and some parts of Russia, or the far east of Russia.
Yeah, I know India. India is the left side.
India, the steering is on the right side. Just like the UK, most British colonies.
Ah, I see, yes.
Yeah, like Australia, a lot of Africa, most South African and East African countries, they use the right side, the right steering.
And then for some of us here, when you go to those countries, it's kind of confusing.
It's confusing because, like when you are in Europe and you go to Britain, you pass through the port of Dover, they tell you keep, because most vehicles there, they come with steering on the left side, but they tell you that please keep left in Britain. But the other thing is that when you're driving in Britain with a left-hand car, you are by the end of the road. Why a driver should be in the middle so you see the oncoming car. Okay. So you'll be driving and it's difficult to overtake when your steering is by the end of the road. The driver is supposed to drive where you can have what called a line of sight for overtaking, whatever. That is why there is evolution of this here in somebody on the left, somebody on the right side of the car.
Yeah, I think that's important. Importing cars.
Yeah.
If you want to import a car, you have to know that you don't have to import it.
Many people who bring cars to Cameroon come and change.
But
come and
expensive to do that.
sometimes it's expensive to change, and it might not be so effective when you change vehicles because then you have to change it. What they do is that you just get a dashboard with a speedometer. Then you have to get a dashboard. Then you have to change the pedals. Sometimes with many electronic cars, you have to do a lot of connections. So sometimes it's not the best.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Nice learning about vehicles this morning. Why
So if your boss wants to get a car for you or your husband, make sure they get a car that you don't need to go and change the steering.
I wouldn't recommend what I don't want to spend money on the car. To get a car is expensive. So
In itself to pay more.
Even more money on the car. So,
Okay.
yeah, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our first guest. You're watching Good Morning K-Town.
Your slow whining last night makes me dreaming about you my whole night. Girl, I'm falling for you. I just wanna sing along with you, girl. Tu sais que tu es mon baby. I just wanna dance along with you. Baby, come on, make we swing along. Tu sais que tu es mon baby, you. Baby, sing along with me, baby. I just wanna sing along with you, baby, baby. NG, family, NG, NG, international, NG, NG, family, NG, NG,
Show on KCBS TV. Let's welcome our next guest. He is Bea Shadrach. He is the president, the divisional president of Mepewida. Welcome to Good Morning K-Town.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So we are so excited to have you here this morning.
It's my pleasure to be here.
All right. For those who are hearing this name for the first time, Mepewida, what does it mean?
Yeah, Mepewida is Meme Persons with Disability Association.
Oh, okay.
It's a federation of associations in Meme Division.
Oh, okay.
And Meme Division comprises of 5 subdivisions.
Oh, okay.
Kumba 1, Kumba 2, Kumba 3, Mbonge, and Konye.
Oh, okay.
And with respect to Mepewida, since it's a federation of associations made up in Meme, there are 19 different associations that made up Meme persons with disability.
Wow, that's good.
And these 19 associations are all associations made up of persons with disability.
Wow,
so
very
those are the
interesting.
organizations. That is what it means by Mepewida.
Oh, that's great. So when was it created and why was there a need for an organization?
Yeah. Mepewida was created in 2014. It was during the celebration of the International Day of Persons with Disability, 3rd December of that year. So we were doing it in the form of committees.
All right.
But when we did it, it called to the attention by the former senior divisional officer, Kubut Aman David. So he advised us that in order for us to be scattered as far as different association is concerned, would not be good. It will be good if we can form a federation.
Wow.
So that was the reason Madam Tama Felicia of blessed memory and I, by then I was the acting interim president.
Okay.
So we developed the idea, and we have to call presidents and secretary general of these various associations in Meme. We sat at the delegation of social affairs by then. We have to discuss and put some modalities for us to form this federation.
Okay. All right, that's good. So what are the objectives of Mepewida?
Yeah. Mepewida have different objectives. For example, we have to sensitize the society and all stakeholders on the plight of the persons with disability and how to integrate them in society.
Okay.
Now, what does it mean in this context? You know, persons with disability in Meme Division have been categorized in 4 different aspects by the population.
Oh, okay.
Now, what are these aspects? Persons who are upright consider persons with disability when approached to them as charitable people. What does it mean? It means that all the time when able persons see persons with disability coming closer to you, that's the conception that the person with disability is coming to beg.
I see.
Now, persons with disability also have been classified on the aspect of medical session. Now, most of the time when people in the society see persons with disability, they know that they are sick people.
Okay.
Persons with disability have been considered as people who are outcast. So that was why we deemed it necessary, with respect to the first objective, that persons with disability are having talents. So they should also be integrated in the society. They should also, people should know that there are certain things that persons with disability can do that they themselves cannot even do. So disability is not inability. So that was why we deemed it necessary for us to develop that aspect. We also know that to promote and defend the rights of persons with disability.
Okay.
Now, persons with disability, as far as the United Nations Convention and as far as the law in Cameroon, the 2010 of 13 April, that is 2010, it stipulates that we have full rights. We have the right, but people in Meme Division are abusing the right.
Okay.
Let me not use the word, maybe I may not use the word abuse, I may use the word ignorance of the law. Because if there are certain times when I came across persons with disability who was maltreated by an able person, I was beaten. And according to the law, it stipulates that when you abused persons with disability, we have the right, you go for 5 years imprisonment because the way you are able, the person is not able.
Okay.
Now we develop an attitude. The next objective is to harmonize professional training and capacity building for persons with disability.
Okay, that's good.
Now, in different domain, you can see persons with disability have the talent, but we don't have the means for us to go to this vocational training. That is why we are trying to see that we integrate persons with disability in the society in aspect of vocational training.
Okay.
Because if people who are out there can pick persons with disability and train them in the vocational training, now it will wipe out this idea, this ideology that persons with disability fall under the charitable charge.
Yeah, okay.
Because the person with disability, if he has something doing, he will not approach you to and you think that he's begging. We can contribute in the society.
Definitely.
We have been contributing in the society in different domains of life. So we also have to encourage education, inclusive education. Now when we come, 98% of schools in Meme division are not inclusive. Definitely. There was one time,
that's true,
I went to a school and children born of persons with disability and persons with disability themselves, who the government said we have free education, which is not enough in quote, because despite the fact that the government has stipulated by the law, the 2010 of 13 April law, it stipulates that persons with disability have free education, but if we go to school, there is something we call at the back door. They still collect money from this person, this set of persons. They are the school administrators. Now we look at it that secondly, when we talk of inclusive education, most of the schools are not accessible.
Yeah, because it's not about paying school fees.
It's not all about paying school
matters
fees.
As well.
Most of the schools are not accessible. If you go to before you even go to a school, for you to access the school is a problem as far as persons with disability.
Stairs,
some of the schools are upstairs. For how can you expect that person with disability who was in Form 1, maybe because normally in what I have realized in my division is that schools are in Form 1 classes are downstairs.
Okay,
now if you go from 2, from 3 and lower seat, the classes start going to upstairs, for example. And the school does not have a lifter. It does not have a lifter, neither a ramp. How would person with disability be able to go to upstairs? So it is also it will cause what? That is we are being marginalized in that aspect. We are now it will cause that since the school is upstairs, it will discourage the person with disability to continue with his or her education. So these are some of the objectives. That is why you see that those are some of the objectives that Meme persons with disability have in place.
Okay, thank you for elaborating on that. So far since you started this organization, what steps have you taken towards the achievement of your objectives?
Yeah, thank you for coming. With respect to achievement so far, Meme person with disability, which was created in 2014, have the first bureau.
All right.
The first bureau, and they run till 5 years.
Okay, 5 years mandate.
Now it is 4 years mandate.
Okay, 4-year mandate.
It is 4 years mandate. They run 5 years because of the ongoing socio-political crisis.
All right.
Now at times it was even approaching 7 years. Now the divisional delegate for social affairs was transferred, and the new one comes. So we thanks to the presidents of the various associations initiated by Madame Belinda, who said they should revive because it dies down. Since the former president. So
you are the second president?
I am the second president.
Okay, all right.
The first president have to escape the war.
Okay.
Since he is visually impaired, and with the socio-political crisis, we are going to analyze that. Let me not go into that. Now, the achievement so far at my regime, I took over on 29th of May 2020.
Okay, that's a year.
That was when
1 year.
I was elected.
Okay.
So it is 1 year.
Right.
So what are the achievements? Number one, I've been able to restructure and reorganize all the organizations of persons with disability, which was not done by the first bureau. The second, we are able to to establish a bank account.
Okay, very important.
Bank account for the association, because we will look critically even at people who are upright. There are people who are poor manager as far as finance is concerned.
Definitely.
Now we deem it necessary to establish a bank account. We have been able to apply for an office and advocate, and thanks to the present senior divisional officer and the divisional delegate for state and state property and land tenure, whom they have approved, and we have an office.
Okay, that's good.
So we have an office presently. So those are some of the achievements that we have acquired. And secondly, we have been able to make sure we advocate persons with disability whom the government said we are paying some percentage with respect to health care. But now through the divisional bureau, we have advocate through the district medical officer, the DMO, and persons with disability have free treatment from consultation right to the aspect of medication.
Okay.
So it is not forever, it is for some time.
Okay.
But it's through our advocacy.
That's good.
So that is, and we have been able to see how we can go into partnership with many organizations.
Okay.
But some organizations are like, they are still like lukewarm.
Reluctant to get into
They are still
partnership.
lukewarm, they are still reluctant, and they are not taking us serious, but it's just a matter of time.
Okay, that's good. So are you working on any current project right now that you probably need to talk about?
Yeah, the first, I think we have about, for now we have about 5 different projects that we are visualizing. The first project is difficulties faced by persons with disability to acquire civil status document.
Okay.
Now the project has been written, it is there, but we don't yet have a funder.
Okay.
We are still lobbying for funding.
Okay.
And now why do we decide to come up with this project? Now evidence has proven that 99% of persons with disability have lost their document because of the ongoing socio-political crisis.
Okay. Displacement.
Because of 1, displacement; 2, their houses have been burnt; 3, maybe in the course of running and a lot of stuff; 4, rain fell on some and the document get bad.
Okay.
So time and again they come to they will visit the office and they will complain that they have gone to this place because of this civil status document.
Okay.
When the military has abused them. You understand? You know, it is the right of the military to ask you the civil status document. Now the military will say, because you don't have a civil status, climb down from the car.
Okay.
Now the person will highlight from the car and at times sit under the sun or rain for some time, some hour before my intervention, or before my intervention, for them to know that that person is a person with disability.
Okay. So just what help do you need from the public? Do you need any help? How can people step in to help this organization to grow?
Yeah, for now I think there are some priority as far as our assistants are concerned. The first thing is we have an office, we don't have office equipment.
Okay.
The second thing, we have an office, we don't have office furniture.
Okay.
So if somebody can develop and said, oh, I want to help these people by making sure that I buy them a chair,
okay,
so that people, when they come, they will sit. Okay. And the few ones we are using here, we borrow them.
Okay.
And in any time, you know, something that you borrow.
No, it's very important.
So it's definitely that you don't know the time the person will come and pick it up.
Okay. All right. So do you want to give your contact quickly so that somebody might want to get in touch with you, or your social media handles?
Yeah, okay. My telephone number is 674.
Okay.
080.
All right.
225.
Okay.
674 080 225.
All right.
Or you can go on my Facebook, Bea Shadi.
Okay.
Or you can go on the Facebook page of the association, Persons with Disability Association Mapewida.
Okay.
That is the Facebook page.
All right.
So those are that is my contact. Anybody who's feel free to call. And anytime you call, we are going to pick your call. You can even visit our office with due respect.
Okay.
Our office is with the same building with small and medium-sized enterprise.
Okay.
The last apartment.
Okay.
That is where our office is located in Boya Road.
Okay.
That is behind, they call the place, a popular place there behind Benning Corner.
Okay.
Adjacent to the Boya Road Central Police.
All right. Thank you.
That is
so
where
much.
we are.
All right. Thank you so much. It was nice, and I wish you all the best in all your projects. and thank you for working so hard to give persons with disability a better life.
Yeah, we are there. I think the first priority is that I have as the divisional president for Meme Person with Disability is that I want to save the people.
All right, thank you so
and
much.
Saving the people, I'm doing my voluntary work. I'm not paid for that.
Of course.
Why am I doing this? Is because I know that when you save humanity, and especially this category of persons that many people in Meme division has considered to be outcasts, and they have pushed us aside. We have been excluded in so many things. God is going to bless you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Permit me to say this before I step out from the stadium, that we are calling on the Cameroon government who have not shown any concern as far as COVID-19 is concerned. We have persons with disability. Meme division has not benefit as far as COVID-19 materials is concerned. So if they can think about us, there are so many persons with disability who are internally displaced. Like for now, I have 60-something names. So I'm grateful as people think about us.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
All right, thank you so much. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest, who is a snail farmer. Stay tuned.
Oh my God, this is so fucking lit.
Is it? Yeah, I know. Hip-hop's heart breaks, man. You got what it takes. I mean, I need something that rhymes with mistakes. Drugs, Kendrick Lamar on the feet. Bitch online, this is me. BNC be the light read. We put words together, see. Yeah, you gotta wait for this one. Hold on, now this step off up. So my guns kept the Ruger. Pull up on you in the Uber. Better say your hallelujahs. Draw your body with a ruler. I dare Houston, Texas, Museum for Natural Science. The Spanish bitch thinks say I be monkey, so I gotta teach her the science. I ain't did nothing to you, but you still hate. Well, leave I'm so. If I make it, don't we all make it? You just sad. I beg just leave I'm so. Ice cubes on my wrist. Big doobies when I twist. I'll shine like a gliss. Superstar, now ain't this. I be flipping all the scripts. Yeah. Bad bitch, give me lips. Yeah. And I don't mean on my lips. Yeah. All we do is make hits. I mean, keep it real with you. I don't understand that mumble rap. Nigga, redo me that. My son told me he lucky. If you ask me, I'm happy. Without you up for me, cause I do this for the family. John C's, that's the family. Mitch means that's the family. AC, that's the family. I don't name drop, so excuse me. Yeah, Abia, that's the family. Victor Silva, that's the family. H Cause, that's the family. That's all lit, bitch, pay me. You be not part-time rapper, I am full-time. Holla, if you know what game my side, trust me, I got the chopper. I'ma clap at you when your manager. Sit down, I can't stand you. Must have lost your manners. I know be British, but you be not white girl. I be writing essays, English class for my essays. They pull you over in your Mercedes. You ain't seen me in like 3 days. Yeah, that mean you need a ladder. I'm leading, bitch, you need a follow. I be MG, you do not start up. Magic, abracadabra.
Leave I'm so. I beg you, leave I'm so. Leave I'm so. That I just leave I'm so. Leave I'm so. I beg you, leave I'm so.
Matter of fact, I think I'm about to go back.
Leave I'm so. That I just leave I'm so.
I just show you how to make the most of this money if you listen close. Working all night, wake up in the morning, shorty made me toast. Got passes in most neighborhoods and they ain't never been revoked. My team be doing the most. We got Ivory, but we know they go ghost. Flow B, you get salt. Hate the fish, we go best salt. Cameroon, yeah, be on. Good to see us in the front. Dance, girl, baby, jump. We don't care, we get turned. Y'all one day's where I'm from. Bet y'all won't play with the palm.
Leave I'm so. I beg you, leave I'm so. Leave I'm so. That I just leave I'm so. Leave I'm so. I beg you, leave I'm so. Leave I'm so. That I just leave I'm so. Leave I'm so.
back to Good Morning K-Town. We are straight out of K-Town. Our next guest is Egbert Collins. He is a snail farmer in Kumba. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christy.
How are you doing?
I'm cool.
So we are happy to have you here on Good Morning K-Town.
Thank you, and the pleasure is yours.
So for those who are learning about snail farming for the very first time, what is snail farming?
Snail farming actually is a process of gathering snail for commercial purpose or for the purpose of keeping them for advanced sales or something. Yes, but it is coined the name heliciculture.
Oh, it is called
heliciculture.
Okay, that's good.
Just like I have piggery, fowl, poultry. So this form of farming is called heliciculture.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So why did you get into snail farming?
I got into it because of after studying nutrition.
Okay.
Yeah, because I learned a bit about animal husbandry.
All right.
But after learning it, I was so much interested about animal nutrition.
Okay.
And then I was privileged to learn how to compose their feed and the rest. So my main motive of doing it is that, you know, with the current state of the way climate change is occurring,
definitely.
you know, this particular these mollusca, you know, soft body creatures, they are endangered.
Okay.
You know, like our farmers, when they go to the farm, they use pesticides like gamalin and the rest, and they spray them. Definitely, and you know, they hide under the leaves. Normally, you will meet them, and people tremble on them trying to move in the farm. I know some of our people, they use primitive method of cleaning the farm during the dry season when they hibernate. So they just put bushfire and the thing just burn them. Even the eggs and the young ones, they are destroyed. I know with the socio-political nature of our country, farmers are now in the bushes, and then other people live in the bush. It's a source of protein for them. Yeah, so and then it helps them too. And people also use it for cosmetic purposes, like maybe they might be injured, they rub the gel slime on it for some form of a slimy gel on them. So within this, I was so much touched by that. So I said, no, let me see how this endangered species can be preserved. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So where did you learn about all the things you're telling us?
Like I told you, I've been in Buea for a while.
Okay.
So it was there that I drew the inspiration.
Okay.
And then I met with doctors. Because
you also consulted doctor to get there?
Yes. I was working with a doctor in Buea, Dr. Suzanne. She's based in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
So she tutored me about those things. And then I went out now to other farmers there in Buea. Then I've been in Douala to handle those things. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
you have experience.
Yes.
So much experience.
Definitely.
All right. So how long does it take for a snail to mature?
Yes, you know, the ones we eat here in Kumba, or in this part, like the ones the Bayangiam, they call it Congo meat. People call it Congo meat, slow boy, nyama. Yes. We mostly deal with the Acacia marginata. It's the ones that is common. That's the one we deal with it here.
Okay.
Yes, Acacia marginata. The one that has
marginata.
Yeah, it has at the edge of the shell. It has a red. It's red, not too long.
All right.
Because you know, have a primitive. The other one, the Acacia is the other one that is too long. The one that you just find everywhere. Yes, but this one we're talking about.
That we don't normally eat, right?
Yes, people don't normally eat. Some people say it's before own. You know, yes. But the one we are talking about is Acacia marginata.
Okay.
Yeah, has a red shade, the one that is popularly sold in the market. Yes.
Okay.
So when you take that one now, you keep it. But now the keeping process is that when you nurture it well, from 6 months to about 8 months time, they are ready.
Okay.
Yes.
6 to 8 months. Okay, that's good. So what are the shortcomings of this business?
You know, nothing good comes easy. Yes. Like I always tell people that most of the people on social media and the rest, they always exposed by the positive side, telling you it's a very cheap thing to start.
Okay.
But I must tell you that it is a very expensive thing to take, because like a piggery farmer, you just need a board and some wood, and then you can do a suspension. You open your piggery farm. A poultry owner can just need some few things. But with the snail farming is that they don't make noise and they are very delicate. Like I always tell people that if you keep snails, know that your best friends, they must always be snakes. Yeah, because snakes always come there to feed on the eggs.
Oh.
So in the process of that, you will always definitely meet them there. They are always there. No matter how I want to preserve them, they must always be there. Just like how fowl, snakes love where poultry are. That's the way snakes love where those things are. Because they always come by.
Okay.
Yeah, they always come there. Rodents, like rats, they are always there. Then ants.
Okay.
Yes, they are always there. And then moreover, then you must not give them food like food that contains salt. And they don't use tap water on them because it has chlorine. So there are some things that you must not use on them. Yeah, because for instance, if you have a farm and then somebody comes and be pouring tap water in your farm, they have destroyed your farm. Somebody can take maybe oil, red oil, and spill it in your farm, they have destroyed your farm because definitely ants must come there. And when ants come there, they cannot help themselves. And they will see a case like this kind of net you put. If you use this normal mosquito net or then that people put, if you don't feed them well, those things, they eat that net. I might sleep in the night, on getting up in the morning, everywhere they have gone. Yeah, and they move.
Wow.
There are some that can track within no time. You want to see the whole farm is empty, so it's very dangerous. Yeah. So, but to prevent that one now, because those are the challenges. But to prevent them now, let's take for example that in the case of the snakes, as I was telling you, we can use insecticides.
Okay.
You understand now? Or pesticide. You spray them around, but it should be at least 10 meters away from your farm.
Okay.
So that you protect the environment around. And then some people use this selenium, the one they put on the roof, for because it has a kind of pungent scent. So you rub them by the side. That one now will help to repel the snakes away.
Okay.
Yes. And then if you have to use tap water, it should be kept under sun for at least 48 hours to dechlorinate it. Yes, you dechlorinate it under sun for 48 hours before now you can now introduce it to your farm.
So without that, what kind of water do you use? Well water?
You use natural water, fresh waters.
From the
tap water,
river.
rivers, streams,
What
those
about
ones
the
are
well?
okay. The well is very okay.
Okay.
Because it has not been added. But you can go to our lake, there you carry water, there you have no problem. It's just that when the water comes from the lake, you know, to purify it for human consumption, chlorine is added there. Yeah. Because if you put chlorine there, it makes it to produce more slime, and that is not good for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just say we are having snail farming 101. Like, what is the #1 tip that you can give to anybody who wants to engage in this kind of farming?
The first thing you have to know about snail farming is that, one, you need to look for an enclosure.
Okay.
Yes, because the first thing there is land and enclosure. That's the first thing.
Okay.
A place where people don't go there commonly.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know it's a kind of lucrative form of business which nobody sees it and passes by, and they don't make noise. So when you have an enclosure, you can keep them there. So let's take for example, you have a land. The first thing is you have a land. The second thing is try and fence the land before you start doing whatever you are doing there.
I see.
Because now when you fence the land now, at least it's away from the population. So it is only you and maybe your workers who are coming in to see what they want to see.
Okay.
Yes. And then secondly now, thirdly, you have to like prepare the pen where you keep them. Yeah. And they have a strict way in which you prepare them.
Wow.
And they must always be moist.
All right. So from the way you're spoken, I think I'm interested in snail farming.
Oh, it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing, Christy. I must tell you, it's a very good thing.
Okay.
It's a very good thing.
So
yes.
do you teach others?
Yes, I teach others, and my seminar will be coming up inside this month.
Okay.
Yes,
that's good.
in the days ahead. Yeah.
Wow. Make
my
sure
seminar will be
keep
coming
me
up.
informed about it.
Yes,
And
because
I think so many people are interested, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because I have found out that people go online now and they are making a show that they have snail farm, they have snail this, they have snail. I smile. You know why I smile?
No, tell me.
You know, you don't make jest when it is rainy season because those things are everywhere. You start finding it.
Oh, in
the time
dry
to prove your zeal for there is at the level of the dry season. That should be October, November, December, when they are scarce.
That's when it's challenging.
Yeah, that is when you see now farmers should come out and prove their zeal.
Okay.
Because right now you see somebody just post, I have about 2 buckets, I have this, I have it. No. People don't go in for that. is when that's the moment where that's a peak of the business where you see it that people sell.
So what are your customers now?
Yes.
How do you sell
in
your
terms
snails?
of customers, we have the local women in the market that we give to them, because we know that doing when we're doing our harvesting, they will find it very difficult because we have reserved our own. So we are just taking it from our farm and providing and giving it to them.
Alright.
You see, rather than trying to go into the bushes to look for snails, because you not find them, because at that moment they should be hibernating.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So we try to sell to them at a very good price.
Okay.
You know, a bucket can be maybe at least 15,000 francs a bucket. Yeah. Then in the same light, we also have lines, like for those people who are out of the country. You know, that is a big period where they come in. So we can process it and then package it, then
And
send to them. And then there they give us some good dollars or euros. Then possibly too, there are this for other commercial purpose. You know, there are some cosmetic industries that needs it. So they will prefer to come to farmers like us, whom they understand that we don't just pick them anyhow where they can have where they can be infected. So they know that probably must have preserved and taken all the necessary measures. So they would like to buy from us so that they can extract the snail slime to use it for cosmetic and then for beauty purpose too. Yeah, so that's just how the thing goes.
Do you have are they always infected with a particular disease? Like we have like fowls, they always have like this sickness. Do they have, how did you give them some medicine or whatever? I don't know.
Yes, you know, those things, people just look at them as if they are just a creature that goes. They always have difficulties. Like if you want to buy in the market, if it's for commercial purpose, it takes time. The reason being that most of those sellers, when the farmers bring it from the farm, the cost of transportation, the shells, they cracked. And when they get cracked like that, you have destroyed them because their protection is already out.
Okay.
So you definitely now see that if, let's say, you buy a bucket that maybe there are 100 of them inside, you definitely go now and start selecting which shell is not cracked, which shell is cracked. And maybe in the course of maybe a bucket that has 100 of them, you might discover that maybe about 50 are bad. So you have lost 50 already. And maybe probably the moment that it is there, you were not supposed to, like, you are not ready to process them. So what do? You eat, and that's capital going away. But now talking about that, I'm talking about part of it. Then I talk about the other challenges. You have snail numbness. Yes, that numbness is a disease. It makes them numb. But if you are not an experienced somebody, you cannot know. Yeah, you cannot know. Like the water snail, it gives schistosomiasis. That one that people the pee bihaza, that kind of that you see somebody pee blood, urinate blood, bihaza, is mostly caused by that kind of but that's in the aquatic sector. Okay. You know, there's aquatic sector has to do with snail, also the aquatic world, but yeah, I'm not interested in that one. I like the land own. So then possibly too, you know, with the snails too, when you take them, when you buy them now, some of these farmers that they come, we eat that, they have stressed the snail. You know, those things are cool. They like cool and calm environment which is very cool, having a very, it used to be humid, having moisture. So when you take them now, that kind of environment, you take them now and you displace them out in the open air with all the scorching sun. You know, those women sitting in the market, those scorching sun, really, you know, you have changed them. You today you're in Kuma market, you pour them in this, in this bucket, you pour in the bucket, and maybe some of them that they have eggs. You know, the cost of doing that, the eggs they destroy the egg. So if you are a farmer and you are going to buy that kind of one, you see that definitely you must have difficulties. I see. It will make your farm now to start to be retarded, and then you have to take processed before you have to build up yourself.
So if someone is watching now and they are so interested, they want to learn, they want to buy snails from you, how can they contact you?
Yes, Christy, that is very good. You know, contact is always necessary because definitely there are people, knowledge is never limited. Yes, knowledge is never limited. You have spoken so well, and somebody might want to take you to come and lecture on snail farming. Well, concerning that, my number is 675 23 43 24. Okay. Yes, 675 23 4324. That's my number. Okay. Yes. And do you already have the venue, time and place of your seminar that's upcoming? Yeah, precisely. I would like prefer it at our church premises, Winners Chapel, Kumba Town.
Okay.
Yes, but for now, due to my mobility, just
Okay.
up and down, and then trying to put other things, because right now I have about 3 farms I'm constructing already.
Okay.
Yes, because I'm
You're
so
expanding.
much. Yes, I'm so
That's
much
good.
interested in them, trying to make people to see this as a lucrative trade.
All right.
Yes. Because you should not just start now and then during the dry season, people want something, you know.
There's no
My
available.
objective is that it should be all year round.
Okay.
So when you come in the wet season, it's
have
available.
snails.
You come in the dry season, it should be available.
You are a good businessman.
So that's the way I look at it. Yes. So that's the way I look at it.
Wow, that's good. You're a very good businessman.
Thank you
A
very much,
good
my dear. Thank you
business
very much.
mind.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
it was so nice having you here, and I wish you all the best. And hopefully, when you want to get your seminar going, you come here and also invite people to come and join you and also learn about snail farming.
Thank you very much.
All right. Wow. Now let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest, who is a businessman. Stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town.
Onga Southwest. Enough you marry me fine girl. 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 Sumota me say soya. Sumota me say bunny fish. Sumota me say pepper soup. Sumota me say goat meat. Enough you marry me fine girl. 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 Expensive, I'm back. Lady Gaga, putty eyelashes, itty plenty long nails. Way no fee walk if I'm. If you marry fine girl, way they shine like a sun. Now so have problem too. He could be hot like a sun. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married, we go there for drinking water. If you marry fine girl, way the bright like a star. Now so hard demand too. He could be shining like a star. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married, we not there for chopping something. Oh, chip, 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 chip. Mabusi vinia, akuwe chamu, nganamu, sena fainge, sena fainge, sena fainge, sena fainge. Who send me? Who send me? Hey, Baba go help me. Hey, she want enter moto na Range Rover. If you take her either for shop, she go pick it gaga gaga. Give her money to pay, she go carry over. Walla la lo, can see wahala hala. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 Eh, ya wood. Eh, chocolate. Eh, mambo. Shawarma. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 Too like it complain. Too like it compare. Brazilian air. Man of it get it fresh air. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 If you marry fine girl, way they shine like a sun. Now so have problem too. He could be hot like a sun. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married, we go there for drinking water. If you marry fine girl, way the bright like a star. Now so hard demand too. He could be shining like a star. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married, we not there for chopping something. Oh, chip, 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 chip. See me drop, whoa, see me drop,
something. I'm a fine girl, I know feel drinking water. She want have some money, she go teach you chingum. Do they give her money? You know the ever correct. Fine girl, not trouble. Propose where to you go buy for their birthday, oh. You go to honey.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We are straight out of K-Town. Our next guest is Ngwana Cyril Tako. He is a businessman based in Kumba. Let's get to know him. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning K-Town.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, so it's really nice. We want to learn all about your business today. So tell us what kind of business you're in.
I run an entertainment business.
Okay.
A snack bar, restaurant. Actually, what we do there is a business complex. With,
okay. Tell us about the different arms.
Yeah, we offer different services.
Okay.
There is a bar section.
Okay.
And then we have the grill.
Okay.
Chicken and fish. And then we have a mini market where you can have different products ranging from laundry to spirits to cosmetics. And then we operate a bakery.
Okay.
Well, at the moment, we just do the retail.
Okay.
We work in partnership with one of another establishment here in town where we get a supply of bread.
Okay.
So there we just do the retail at Sikaso.
Okay, for the bread itself, you do retail. You have a supplier.
Yes.
Of that.
At the moment, we don't operate a bakery per se.
Okay.
We're still working on establishing our own machines to do the production.
Oh wow, but that's really nice. So, what services do you offer in terms of like the grilling section? Who are the kind of people who should know about this part of your business?
At the moment, we deal with people from various backgrounds. Basically, those who are interested in consuming such products are always welcome. Okay. But then we have a lot of staff whom during their break stop by and place their orders.
All right.
Again, in the evening, at the time when it's meant for relaxation, we have people who walk into the establishment and then place their orders.
Okay.
So a lot of people are welcome, mainly people who are interested in consuming the product and people who maybe have an event coming up.
Okay, yeah, we're about talking about that.
Yeah, they can place an order.
Okay. So what challenges do you face having that kind of business with different sectors? What are the challenges that you're facing?
Well, there are a lot of challenges, mainly startup cases. It's not been easy to set up businesses, sectors like that within the complex. For example, with the bakery section, capital-wise is the first aspect.
I know that's why you have to rely on the supplier for now.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's a major challenge. Again, we have a problem with the staff.
Okay.
A lot of people who might be interested in working at times, don't show a lot of commitment.
Oh, I know.
And so we really have a problem with the staffing. And then again, I would say I think that's the main problem.
Okay.
As at now, the staffing problem.
Right. So for how long have you been operating this business?
I've been operating for over 5 years now. I think this will be the 6th year.
I think that
I'm fairly new into the business, I would say.
I mean, did anyone tell you like why are you starting a business in a crisis period and all that? Because the crisis has been within this length of time. It has been like 5 years. So how have you been managing with the crisis itself?
Well, I would say I got caught up within the crisis. I didn't actually start up the business, in the crisis.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
This business was set up back in 2015, just before the crisis.
A year before the crisis.
Yes, so I got caught up in the crisis. Again, I've had a difficulty because I've actually moved the business from one location to another, which has actually given some difficulties to some of my customers, or I would say former customers.
Okay.
So that's been a problem.
All right. So with the coronavirus, like how do you, what are the measures that you try to implement in your own sector?
Well, we are keeping all the measures put in place by the government first.
Okay.
You know, social distancing, as much as we can. Is that with a department like the bar section is pretty much difficult
okay.
to maintain that. But as much as we can, following the placement of the sitting positions, we have tried as much as possible to make sure we respect social distancing. Again, washing of hands, we've made the provision for that. Washing of hands and sanitizers for our customers.
Very important.
To make sure the follow the coronavirus measures.
Okay.
But then one other difficult one is the face mask. Of course, you cannot consume such products at the bar or eat products from the grill or with the face mask.
With the face mask, you know.
So that's the only exception.
I know, and people have been making fun. You remember there's one man, one video we saw with a man who burst a hole on the face mask to be able to drink.
Exactly.
So it's okay, and I know you're doing well. So what particular message do you have for your clients? If you were to give one message for your customers this morning, and maybe would-be customers or anyone watching you, what is that message that you give them?
Well, to our customers, would-be customers, we have this new sector which we are trying to put in place.
Okay.
It's the cafe restaurant.
Okay.
I think everything being equal, that would definitely go operational by the end of this month. That's June.
Okay.
So we are actually working on that. We want a situation where when you walk into the complex from morning till late, you would be entertained in every sector which you wish to.
So what will that entail? What services will you have there in the cafe restaurant?
In the cafe, when we offer the breakfast services, you know, as early as 8 a.m. you can walk in, have a cup of tea, a slice of bread, and maybe an omelette.
Okay.
And then from 11 o'clock, you have lunch served from various dishes. And then again in the evening, there's a possibility for you to, perhaps those who want to have something light, they might have a cup of tea. There's always a grill which is already operational, operating fish or chicken. And if you decide you might have a meal as well, you just need to place your order. So that sector is pretty much the new sector which we are trying to put in place, and hopefully by the third or the fourth week of this month, it should go operational.
So you have plans to keep people on your, to practically take somebody from morning to night.
From morning to night, exactly.
Wow, Sikaso, that's good. So tell us about the location and probably contact of your business, and so that people might want to contact you for something.
Exactly.
One thing or the other.
We are actually located at Fominki Junction right now. That's just opposite the Catholic University.
Okay.
Directly opposite the Catholic University.
All right.
Boya Road, Kumba. You can always call on the business line, which is 6511 085 24.
Okay.
For any reservations, and you know, we have the room also to organize some events, small events like birthday parties.
Okay.
You can always place an order for a cake at the bakery unit, and the catering department, which is the kitchen. You can always make arrangements for them to offer you services as such as serving you with meals and snacks as well.
All right, so they should look out for your business name, Sikaso.
Yes, that's Sikaso Snack Bar, which is that's what is written on the complex right now.
Okay, Sikaso Snack Bar.
Yeah, but you call it Sikaso with different services which we offer. There's a bakery. There is a bar. There is a would-be cafe. And there's a grill.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. So thank you very much. It was really nice having you here and learning all about your business. It's so intriguing and it's nice. I wish you all the best.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, so that's it. We've learned all about Sikaso this morning. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to have early captions with Eswa Julius. Stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never live in paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm in hometown. We just want Yeah, me come with me love from my hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never live in paper, but sure. This is boy in my hometown. We just want to show some love. Some love. Some love.
Good morning, you are watching KCBS TV, the Kumasi Broadcasting Service. This is Daily Captions, your press review slot on GMKT Good Morning Cape Town. Thanks for watching. Today I'm joined by in-house journalist and the Belva, proprietor of Living Water Restaurant, also presenter of Soul Talk on KCBS TV. Good morning, Eli. You're welcome to KCBS this morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for welcoming me.
Okay. We too are going to go through a series of papers this morning. We have three papers actually: the Guardian Post, Cameroon Tribune, and Le Jour.
Okay.
Okay. Eli, the Guardian Post says Cameroon Customs impounds 14,000 unlicensed face masks. 14,000.
You know, that shows how wicked people are. Why should you bring, face masks now is needed.
I should be medical too.
Yes.
It's something you wish
So,
to.
you see that the human mind is just so eager to make money at any cost. And we are so happy that the customs were there on time to take actions.
Because when you go about, you see people selling face masks, 100, 200. These are the masks that come without, because nobody checks the control of this mask. It's dangerous production.
People sell the face mask. It helps to even spread the virus, even if it's there. You see, somebody comes and measures one face mask, you abandon it.
Take
the next
another
person
one.
comes and you see that is how if people even get different diseases, not even coronavirus. They are airborne
they
diseases.
actually
Yes.
wear them.
They wear them
and
you see
change.
it's
I
not
don't
my
want this
size,
one. I
yes.
wish it. But the regulation says this thing should be put in packages.
That is
and
it.
people don't do that. That's supposed to be sealed pack so that you come and see. And when you put in size, it's small, large.
Yes,
you know
people,
exactly.
there should be a commission that monitors the way this
Yeah.
face mask is being sewed and the way it's being done. Even the sewing process. There are some tailors, they just pick fabrics on the floor. Children have smashed it.
and just
they
sew
just
and put.
sew and they just sell.
Because since authorities say people should wear face masks, people should take advantage and just exploiting the system, which is very bad, Let's thank the custom for doing this, and should be more vigilant. But people should also pay attention when they buy these things out. They don't just see face masks and buy. You have to make sure that at least it's good standards as well. Don't go for the cheapness.
That is it.
Okay. Also in the Guardian Post, they say in Mongo, a child trafficker was pretending to be mad and was arrested. So how people can go to be criminals in this country?
I think in that case they should have flocked out the madness from that man. Because child trafficking is so alarming now, especially from Cameroon to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I think 2 months back they caught a woman. I think it was in Manfe area. A woman and a man.
All these traffickers are mostly women.
Yes, a
most
woman
of the
and a
time.
man. There was one time they said it was a teacher in a school that was doing that, and he was pretending to be mad. I tell you, if I was a policeman, I would have flocked out that madness from him.
So which means you have to start observing all these mad people with some caution.
Yes, I'm telling you, not everybody.
Especially new mad people just pop up. It's just mad people all the time, and they go about observing children, and they can since children are vulnerable these days.
Yes, that is it. And schools now, they should be very vigilant on the kids that they have, the pupils. Not any person that comes and says, I know this person, because these child traffickers, they look for people that If I know this child, they just say, no, tell the child to come, and they can just bribe you with 30,000 francs, and that is how somebody's child just goes.
We thank the forces for being this. I'm sure they must have been observing this individual.
The child trafficking
this person
issue is
may not be
alarming.
okay. And I observe that when you travel with a child in the Canada, most want to know that child.
Yes,
is a child. Now they are strict. Is that your child? Do you have the child's documents? I know it's good. Also in the Guardian Post, they say in the West Region, a gendarme officer has been arrested for raping a 9-year-old girl. A gendarme officer, a man in uniform, raping a 9-year-old girl.
That should be occultism. Why should you rape
a 9-year-old girl?
That child has not even entered puberty.
Yeah.
Even going to adolescence, that those are the things people venture to make money, because I'm not sure that it's just that pleasure that he wanted. It's something
think we
above.
need some strong legislation when it comes to child to rape cases in this country. I don't know, but I'm sure people like that are sanctioned.
Yes, no, they should.
And being a man in the military should.
I mean, it's like
uphold the law rather
harming
than
those that you have to fight for.
Okay.
That's what he did.
Okay, let's go now to Cameroon Tribune, the nation's official
paper.
daily bilingual paper. Kimberley Tribune says the fight against road accidents, the mayors are at the forefront. So what can mayors do to fight road accidents?
Putting roads in the hands of mayors.
Well, they are just trying to fight it. Maybe they are trying to put their own efforts to stop road accidents. Like we keep saying, like in a city here in Kumba, let's begin from Kumba. There are places where in the morning the traffic is so dense that we need traffic
at
control. Bistek Junction. Even here at the Catholic Church here.
Even Sunel.
Where children cross where there are schools in the morning.
Cass
Junction, but Cass Junction has police in the morning that regulate traffic. But I think we need them here at you said around the Sunel Junction, the Enio Junction, even here at the San Antonio Junction.
I think I know that there are people called traffic police, right?
Okay.
That they go to school, they study the road transport.
Okay.
Now, if you put a military man who has undergone his own training in fighting, and how do you expect him to tell this car that, because those people they are specialized. They can tell you that this time you people should pass because it's their field. So to me, they should put traffic police. I think the last time I saw traffic police was during the Fon's funeral. That was the only time I saw traffic police.
It was amazing. Why can't we have it every day?
Like, why can't we have it every day? Because every life matters.
But there's a department in the police for that.
Yeah.
That is their job. But they are never there.
They are never. I was so shocked. I saw these guys. They were like, I said, oh my God. So you people are available in this Kumba.
They are. And they're very beautifully dressed. They have their white stripes. You can see them.
And the way the guy did it, I stood there for like 5 minutes. I understood that he knew what he was doing.
Of course, there are people who are trained in the police school for traffic control. Why can't they come? Let's not say 24. Why they come in the morning when during the rush hour? Like when you go, I go to Boya every Tuesdays and Fridays. When you come after the checkpoint where there's Lycée Beleng, you see police, they see the rate of students, they stand the control vehicles. When passing says you wait to cross, so you hardly see accidents there.
That is it. That's what we need.
Yeah, I think Kumba needs that.
Especially roads that have these heavy duty trucks.
Good. So if mayors are trying to fight it, it's good. I mean, I think mayors should, and also the road markings should be clear, like the zebra crossing. Most people don't even know what that means.
Yes, people don't know.
Sometimes they should also educate these drivers what that means. Because sometimes on the road, on the zebra traffic, that way they're even speeding the most.
Yes,
they're actually supposed to stop for pedestrians to cross.
Last
they don't even know what that means.
Last month when we were going to Limbe, we saw the traffic light. Okay. Now the red sign showed that we should wait. The driver did not even know that, or we were the one telling the driver, look at that red light there. Please halt for a minute before. I'm like, this driver does not even know. If we just go and we have an accident, then what are we going to say?
Okay, sometimes when the light even shows red and you stop, also you are disturbing.
Yeah.
You are disturbing. Okay, we'll take a second story from the Kimberley Tribune. But you know about the in vitro fertilization center in Yaoundé?
Yes.
They said there have been 4 new beds there. 4 new have been born in that center where women cannot give birth. They go and they infuse sperms, and now it's now brought the number to the 206, the number of children who have been born through this means, through in vitro fertilization. I think that's a good development for science.
That's good in the medical field.
Yeah. So which means that women who cannot give birth, cannot get impregnated, can actually go there and get sperms infused with them and they get children.
Yes.
I think
that's wonderful for the public health sector.
But the question is, how deep would that put you in the pocket? How many people can afford that?
Yeah, that's it. That's because it can be very costly.
It should cost some money too.
Cost money.
Maybe the government should actually subsidize that for people who want to have children, I think. Because when you see in Europe, women at the age of 54, they give birth.
Yes, 62,
so
they give birth to children.
Was it Africa, women of 30, they don't have children, 20, they can't have children. I think the government should actually see if we can. Okay, that was, let's go now to Le Jour. We have the 3 papers now. We're at the Guardian Post community. Let's go to Le Jour. They said the vaccines, as COVID vaccines, are looking for people to take them.
Oh, please.
Nobody take vaccines. Vaccines are the please come and take us. Why is it? Why do you think people are reluctant to take the vaccine? I don't understand. Despite the government campaign, they have done campaign. AstraZeneca, the other one from China, they have done all the adverts. They have shown ministers taking it. They have shown governors taking it. Even the PC's moderator also said he has taken it, but nobody's. People are scared. Why do you think people are scared for this vaccine?
Maybe people want to sit back and see the reaction. Like, how well does the vaccine work for these people? maybe 2 months, 3 months, and maybe.
Therefore, a vaccine is not like a treatment for an ailment. Be careful. It's like if you want to travel, you have the yellow vaccine.
Yes, you know, people may want to
vaccine.
see the
Now, when you take
reaction.
yellow fever vaccine, they tell you that after 25 years you can take it, so you don't see an effect. But why are people scared to take the corona vaccine? I don't know. Is it because of the negative public media?
Yes, that is it. That's why I'm
seen
saying that people will like just want to see if there's any reactions. Maybe something happens to this person. Maybe.
But if you announce that there's a vaccine for HIV, I'm sure the whole the block will be full. Or vaccine against poverty, I'm sure I'll be the first person to go there.
I'm telling you.
So I hope people, but to me, if the government, if it is medically proven that the vaccine is necessary, I think people should not be afraid to take it.
Yeah, you know, the issue we have is that people are more inclined to social media publications than what the government is telling them. Because people now look on the negative side of something more than the positive side.
Okay.
The effects that they saw on social media, oh my God, everybody's no, I don't want to take the
Just
vaccine.
pretend that somebody took it and after
person died.
which is mostly social media propaganda. Well, it was nice having you for the program for Early Captions this morning.
Thank you very much.
Dear viewers, that was what we had today for Early Captions. It was nice that you were watching. Good morning, Cape Town. Continue to keep watching KCBS. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
It's Phil Bill. Daphne.
Mami, oh,
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. Let's welcome Elizabeth Belwa with Soul Talk. Hi Eli, good morning.
Hi Christy, good morning.
Soul Talk.
Yeah, it's a soul that needs a surgery. It's not the body. Have you heard that song by Beyonce?
That the soul needs surgery?
Yes.
Really?
It was I think I can't remember the title, but it was talking about these girls who were going in for a competition. They were like drinking pills, some were on drugs just to keep fit. And she was like saying that, well, it's not about your body, it's about your inner self. Like what you need to have that confidence, it's you. That's why she was saying that it's not the body that needs the surgery, it's the soul. That you just need to accept the way you are and you forge it. And there was a very fat woman there. She didn't have time throughout the whole song. She was just expressing her beauty, and the other slim girls were there taking pills, putting waist trainers. And that's how the song was.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good. It speaks volumes for women. Yeah, because women are always not very comfortable in their skin.
And
you know, you might see somebody that you admire, but the person has issues.
I like my body shape, you know, because actually you can't have everything.
You cannot have.
But nowadays, people have this complex, especially this 21st century, you know, I want large breasts, my Botox, slim waist. Why are you troubling yourself? You know, at the end of the day, you see that you satisfy people, not satisfying yourself.
Yeah, that's why we don't have a lot of plastic surgeons in
people
Africa.
No, I think in the Western world, plastic surgery is so normal.
Yeah, I mean, you want to change the shape of your nose. I mean, I don't know. For me, I always think about it. I think that if I grew up in the West, there will be nothing that I want to change about myself. Seriously, why would I want to change my nose, the shape of my nose, or have a facelift or a boob?
Your shape makes you unique. That is what makes you stand out. But people don't understand.
The truth is that we really have no influence. Those are things that we have no influence over, how your face looks, how your eyes are, and why should I want to do something about it?
You know, a friend of mine told me that she wants to help me with makeup tutorials, that I'm very poor with makeup. She wants to help me do the foundation and everything. And on Monday I was there. She was like, I said, please, I'm tired. Because the makeup was like 30 minutes sitting down, and she said, no, you do this. I said, Mommy, thank you for your tutorials. I'm done and dusted. Leave it like that.
Oh my God. Anyway, those things they're fun sometimes.
Yeah,
you know,
it's fun.
Yeah, but makeup is good, but to actually do surgery to alter a part of your body, you know.
You know, I hear people remove flesh from their legs, put it on their face, remove flesh from their laps. I'm like, Jesus Christ. People have, and there are these doctors, they're professionals. I think they're in UK. They have a program on E. It's called Bosch.
Yeah.
Bosch,
it's in the US. It's in California.
Okay, California.
That's where
the
Bosch on E Entertainment.
And one time I watched them. They're like, there's this very terrible case. This girl who did a nose surgery and her nose was practically falling. So she had to move like this. She doesn't go down. Whenever she goes down, the flesh falls.
Jesus, that's scary.
And you see how people bring trouble to themselves. Anyhow, that was just an aside.
Is that not what we're talking about?
No, that's not what we're talking about today. I was just telling you that I like the way I am.
I know, I was just pulling your legs.
No, that's not. Today we're talking about something very real. Something I've seen in our society that people should know. You know, there's this saying that you always need people to climb up and you need people to come down.
Okay.
I heard about it, that was last week, and it brought me to never forget who was there for you when no one else was.
Okay.
Never forget that person. In our day-to-day life, we should never forget the people or the person who stood by you, who was there from the onset till when you are. There are times when people get to that level that they say, I have arrived. They forget about those people who brought them there. And you're like saying, no, it's my hard work, it's my...
They say be careful the way you treat the people you meet on your way up. Because when you're coming down,
you definitely meet them.
Still meet them.
You still meet them.
You have to be careful the way you treat them.
That's our day, especially in politics. Especially in politics and in business. You know, people, especially politicians, they give you wonderful promises and make sure that I'll tar the road, we'll make sure that we'll have light, we have water, we have everything. And when they get it, they say, oh, the government, you know, there's no money. I tell people that if you know you are not going to do something, don't promise. Never make a promise when you're happy. Never. And that's it in our life today. Especially women, you know, I read a story on social media of this guy and this girl. The girl was in lower seats. The guy had just first school, and the girl liked the guy. So the guy said, "Okay, if you want to go to school, that this guy sponsored this lady up to a master's level."
Okay.
And when the girl came back, the girl was like, "Please, I have a master's degree. You have a first school living certificate. What are we going to be discussing as couples?" I'm like, seriously? And she left this guy. She went in for this very tall, handsome, nice guy. They were the same thing. But that guy's character was, come and see what the Lord has done. He had this very bad character. He didn't have time for the woman. And she said her story that if she can change the hands of time, then she'll go back to that her first school living certificate guy and say, please, let us come back together. Because that is somebody who understood her. That is somebody who saw her vision when she was not even there.
I just believe that as a career woman, you know, as every woman, you know, I truly believe that one thing that a woman should look out for when you want to get married is a man that allows you to be yourself. There is nothing as beautiful as that. I'll accept you for who you are. Acceptance is everything. So if you have a man who accepts you for who you are, supports you in the things that you do, whether the person has a first school living, at least you've been with the person for a very long time, and then at least you understand the person.
Yes, you understand.
So
the
relationships
person.
are, people will say men are intimidated. I always say that men feel intimidated, but every situation is unique. If you feel like this man understands me, we've been for a very long time, and he was the one who encouraged me to have an education, then fine.
I'm telling you, she was
You
lamenting.
don't have to think about what society or what my friends will
that's
say.
it.
What
That
will
guy
this
was
person
there
say.
when no other person was. The guy helped her and she got there. And the man that she got married to, you know, they are of the same standards. And that guy wanted to keep up his standards. Like, no, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do like this. Don't do like this. Now, she was living a life of rules and regulation.
I know.
And she didn't understand that that person, that one that you look very minute, go back to that person. That is what we do in our day-to-day life, especially those of us who say that we have arrived. Then you start looking at people like, oh, please.
Yeah, I truly have an idea. I have my own kind of funny beliefs, but sometimes I truly believe that it is the truth. I always say that there is always a compensation. If you see somebody who is like perfect physically, there is something somewhere that you haven't seen. There's always a compensation. If you see somebody who is not really good looking, there is something good about that person that you have to go beyond looks to be able to see.
I read one time they say bad looks have good hearts.
Yeah, so there's always something that there's always a compensation plan somewhere.
And the thing is, women of nowadays, we are so inclined in looks. Now, like this perfect, the tall, straight guy, he should have gap tooth,
gap tooth.
Yeah. You
look for a so and so edition.
There was one time I was watching this program and this guy was like asking, it was a strict quiz, like, how do you want your man to look like? I got all kinds of description. He should have 6 packs, straight legs, hairy chest. Nobody said, I want a man who will care for me. Oh. They were all like going towards the physical character. And at the end of the day, the guy said, should you meet that kind of person in your life, you will regret why you ever said, I want that kind of person.
No. The thing is that it changes with time and with maturity.
Yeah,
if a girl is 20 and say tall, handsome, rich, by the time it gets, you see, one thing will fall out. For when a girl gets to 25, one thing will fall out. Probably the tall. Say no, I can anyway a short guy will do. And then they say when you get to like 35,
say
40,
father man na man.
I
heard that one. Man na man. Aki or Popo, I don't mind.
So it depends. It goes with maturity. Your priority changes. The things that you used to give a lot of preference to, you no longer see them important and all that. So it all depends. At the end of the day, somebody that will treat you right will just do everything. Somebody that is nice and will treat you right, accepts you, allow you to live your best life, all those things, be yourself. So it's important.
Christy, I know you want to open your public figure page. Yeah,
okay.
I know that you have to know. I know you have to, but please don't forget about me, because
I mean, do I have to create one for you as well?
No, don't forget about me. Just keep adding me to the public figure page. That this is my friend Eli. She always anchors the program with me, because I don't want you to be that person that when you climb up there you say no. I don't deal with people of your class.
You're also a public figure. You can create your own as well.
No, I told you the last time I'm very poor in social media.
I'm poor as well. You have to learn.
I'm very. The last time you're the one who showed me how to share a video on Facebook because I was just seeing the arrow that I never knew what it was. I was just seeing that. I know of like and comment, but the other column that shows that arrow, I'm like, okay, what's there? I don't care. Because I never knew, but at least you showed me, and I was like, oh, thank God, at least I've learned something. Let somebody not put up a video and say share, then
to like, comment, and share.
Yeah, thank you very much for
You're
helping
welcome.
me. Thank you, and I hope you help me with my Instagram page, because I'm planning to open an Instagram page. I want it, and
okay, no problem.
So that it will be nice for me, so that people will start following me. Hey, who doesn't want to be a superstar?
Very soon you have like 10 million. Like Bill Gates has like. Is it 40 million followers? I think it's a high. 40 million followers.
40 million followers. Oh, that's too much.
It's too much.
40 million followers. That's above Cameroon's population.
Of course, but the United States has like many more millions than that. So he's supposed to have more followers than just 40 million.
Anyhow, I think I'll have 100 million.
Okay, that's good. All right, Eli, thank you so much. It was really interesting talking about making sure that we are getting up the ladder, you take care of everybody, because very soon you'll be coming down. And
you'll be coming down. When you're
climbing down, and you'll meet the same people. And then your relationship then it will depend on how you treated them.
That is it, how you treated those people when you were going up there.
Yeah.
Were you that kind of person that, like they say, when you climb the bridge, when you climb the ladder, you broke it. Then you get up there and you want to come down. No ladder, Papa, remember.
You're going to jump, high jump.
And you break your leg.
All right, thank you so much. It was really interesting this morning. And I wish you all the best with your social media adventures and every other thing. We're going to have an Instagram account for you. Don't worry.
And Snapchat,
Snapchat.
Yeah, of course.
Now you're asking for so much. I cannot offer. So much more than I can offer. I don't even have a Snapchat. You're asking for Snapchat.
You'll be my PA. That is it. That's your position. Yeah, my PA.
Jesus
on my
Christ.
social media platform.
Jesus, Eli. I need a heavy salary
if
I have to do that job for you. All right, thank you so much, Eli. It was really nice talking to you. You're very happy today, and I like that. All right, you're wrapping the program as always for us this morning. Many thanks to all our viewers, those in K-Town. Thank you so much for watching Good Morning K-Town every day. Thank you to our technician, Nembo Rodrigue, aka The Dawn. Many thanks to Jeff J, our cameraman. Thank you to the producer of the program, Esther Julius Fosong. We want to thank all those who follow us on Facebook, those who are subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and commenting on our videos, and those who keep watching our videos. We thank you so much, especially those in Dubai, England, Ireland, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria, Swaziland, South Korea, Germany, United States, Equatorial Guinea, India, and Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for watching. A rebroadcast of this program will be yours at 6 p.m. I have been Christy Ijang. Stay tuned to KCBS TV and keep watching Good Morning K-Town. Bye for now.
Willie Kumba, Sambani Nyabasen Akumbai.
Itinyo Bakumba, Nicha Bonkulu.
Bavono, Berenga K-Town. Abefu K-Town.
But Cherry K-Town. No, Nangake.
Elela gbamu embwa Cameroon. Elela gbamu vanawa wakwe. Elela gbamu embwa ya Kumba. Ne komi nyoraje. Elela gbamu.
Wachima Kumba K-Town.
Ejere K-Town.
K-Town anintia.
Lematsu K-Town.
Nakona. Nagajia. Mutane